Hi, it's Hans at ahappierman.com. Today's topic is ask better questions. All my grandparents are passed away, and I had one grandmother. I loved all my grandparents, and this grandmother, she's very, very good to me. Loved me a lot, and we had a very nice relationship. But, a lot of times when she'd see me, she'd say something like, "Hey, Hans, what do you know?" And, when I was a younger person, I didn't know anything, right? And so when she would ask me that, I'd say, "Well, not much. And looking back, I think that's her way of asking me, hoping that I'm going to say something, right? What am I doing lately? What's going on in my life? How are things? Do you need any help? Can you share? So it was her way of asking me all those things. But as a young man, a boy and a teenager and a young man, I had no response to that, right? So that would be what would be not a good question of what do you know. I think you want to, if you want to get some answers from people or get to know them better or share and connect with them, you have to learn how to ask questions, ask better questions, ask questions that would encourage the person you're asking to open up to you. Now, later on, she did kind of learn how to get information from me. She would send me writing paper, pens, stamped envelopes, her address on, and it was her way of, she wanted me to give her a note, write some things out, how my life is going, and mail it to her. So that was her way of keeping up with me. And she liked to do that with the other grandkids and some other people and such. And that was good. That was a pretty good method. So her written method, very good. Her asking method, not so much. So, if you're trying to get to know somebody better, you want to be able to ask them questions and ask them in a way that would encourage them to open up to you, not for them just to say, "Oh, not much, nothing really." And you also have to be kind of the type of person that can absorb what another person says without excessive judgment and all of that, right? So I think I've learned how to do this with my kids pretty well. I see them pretty often, and I ask questions of them, and they're happy to share quite a bit of detail. And from us talking in this way, we kind of help to better our lives. And I think that's the whole point of the connection, right? If I'm talking to my son or daughter, I'm hoping that by doing so that we're helping to enrich each other's lives. And so, you do this with whoever, right? Your family, your friends, your work colleagues, your people you come in contact with, people you want to have relationships with. It's, how you best, it's really the best way to connect with people is if they share things that are beyond just, I don't know, right? Nothing much. What do you know? I don't know anything. So you you want to ask, and then that, yet the part about the questioning is you're not going to do this in just one time, right? It takes like multiple interactions over a period of time where you get to know somebody, right? So, you know, when you're meeting, let's say your child, and you're building your friendships because you're getting together with those friends on a consistent basis over time, and you're building little by little by little, right? And then eventually, if you two are connected enough, you become best friends, right? Or very, very close friends, right? But you don't usually become best friends just at one interaction, right? You don't have a great relationship with a family member with just one interaction. It's the time, and that would mean you would be keeping track in your mind or on paper or however, you know, what that person has said over time. So that's the getting to know them. Now, yeah, I think my grandmother kept track of, let's say, the big ticket items of my life, but you know, there are probably things that I wish I could have asked her about, right? And I did. You know, she was good at sharing some things and not good at sharing others, but I think you get the idea, right? That a good question gets another person to open up more. And then if the first question you have to that person, they don't open up, well, then you go on to the next question and the next, and you try to build this questioning over a number of interactions, not expecting that you're going to get to the bottom of things in just one interaction, right? That would be not adequate. So give that idea some thought, all for now.